everyone, welcome to the show. I'm Tiffany.
And Tiffany, you are back. I'm so happy. I'm Tiffany's best friend and partner ever in the whole wide world, Laura.
The best partner forever.
I know, so fetch. Hey Tiffany, I actually saw on your Instagram that you went hiking last week.
Yeah, I did.
Oh my gosh, how come you didn't get tanned?
Well, because I was in the forest.
well, how was it? Tell me about it. Did you go with Becca? Remember?
Yeah, I did.
I know.
Actually, it was a lot of fun. It was a little bit tough at first, but then we made it. We survived. We're alive.
Because I heard about your last experience. It was very... I know.
Oh my
God. You guys were like freezing in the mountains.
I had high altitude sickness. It was really bad.
Right?
Yeah, that's right.
Okay, so guys, if you're going somewhere like on a difficult journey or a trip or when you go hiking, remember to bring a jacket or a coat. That's number one rule.
Just to double check, like, you know, make sure you're always going with a guide, someone who knows the place very well, and always just double check everything. Now I know.
Okay, well, why are we talking about this today? Because our article has something to do with, you know, actually
difficult journeys.
Exactly.
I can relate.
We're going to find out very soon how difficult it can be. Okay, so let's check it out.
Reading.
A Race of Two Tales: The Men Who Raced to the South Pole. A historical landmark was achieved on December 14, 1911, when a Norwegian team became the first to reach the South Pole. The team, led by explorer Roald Amundsen, set off from the Bay of Whales in Antarctica on October 19th. Amundsen's team consisted of 5 men, 4 sledges, and 52 dogs. The 56-day journey was not an easy one. Amundsen decided to guide his team across a route which included a particularly tough section. This section, called the Axel Heiberg Glacier, was steep and hard to climb. However, its steep nature meant the team didn't have to spend much time at high altitude, where temperatures were coldest. This route could only have been possible with a well-trained dog pack and expert handlers to drive them. Amundsen's previous experience in similar conditions meant that he had prepared for this. He brought the most experienced dog drivers with him, and also made sure that his team was well trained with skis. It was this excellent planning that allowed Amundsen's team to all return home safely. They arrived back at their camp just 38 days after leaving the South Pole.
Okay, so let's take a look at our article for today. It says, a historical landmark was achieved on December 14th, 1911, so 1911, when a Norwegian team became the first to reach the South Pole. Ooh, okay, so a lot of things going on here. Okay, here we see the word a historical landmark. Now, this landmark is not the usual landmark we see, like the Eiffel Tower type of 101. This landmark means just a very important event or achievement. For example, we can say the landing on the moon was an important landmark for space exploration.
Oh, for sure, for sure. Okay, 所以一開始我們課文就看到一個歷史的里程碑，在什麼時候呢？1911年12月14日達成了。OK， 當一個挪威的隊伍或是團隊呢，他們第一個抵達南極，聽起來超厲害的。我雖然很想要去一探究竟 ，but I'm actually really scared， 因為我覺得這絕對不是普通人可以達到的哦。我們先來看一下，剛剛有提到好多的字，你們知道它們的意思嗎？比方像是 landmark 這個名詞就是里程碑哦。那 Norwegian 我們都知道挪威這個國家是 Norway， 不過注意哦，如果你要表示挪威人的或是這個國家的什麼什麼，要用它的形容詞哦，就是 Norwegian， 有一點難念哦，把它記起來。那他們要去的地方也是我很好奇的地方，就是 South Pole， 也就是南极，也就是地球的最南点哦。I don't know we could ever, take a visit. 应該不可能吧
Maybe
你
I'll
上次都有高山症了，應該這個應該 you can't.
And plus, it's on a boat. I think I'm gonna have problems on it.
I'll get seasick.
I'll get seasick for sure. And I heard that, when you're near the South Pole, the waves are super choppy.
我一定會吐到翻
I know. I just want to throw up just by thinking about it.
Scary.
Yeah, I think I'll skip.
I don't want to die there.
And it's cold. I don't want to die.
我覺得應該會死掉，
It's cold.
就是海難之類的。
I don't want to die from cold. Okay, now, next in the article it says, the team, led by explorer Roald Amundsen, set off from the Bay of Whales in Antarctica on October 19th. Okay, so who led this team? Who was the team leader? It was an explorer called Roald. Now, an explorer is basically a person who explores new places and they try to discover new lands. Now, an example would be Christopher Columbus was an explorer. He accidentally discovered North America.
Wow.
Okay, and here we also saw the word set off, and it just basically means to head out or to leave to somewhere. And we use set off here because, at that time, of course, you would need a boat. I think you still need a boat now to get to that destination. So when a boat is leaving, we can use the phrase to set sail. So the boat has set sail.
出航海這樣子哦。那我們來看一下，回到課文哦，這個隊伍是 Roald Amundsen. Is that how you say it?
Amundsen?
對，
Yeah.
我真的不知道我会不會講對哦，因為我不會挪威語。
It's very Nordic.
它是由他帶領的哦。那在什麼時候呢？是在10月19日，從南極的Bay of Whales 就是金灣而出發的。出發，這時候我們用到這個片語就是 set off。那 explorer 是什麼人呢？其實我們只要看到後面字尾有 er， 就是表示什麼什麼人，像是 we are teachers。那 explore 就是探索、探險。如果加上 explorer 就成為這個字啦，探險家，它是個名詞。那剛剛你提到的是 Christopher Columbus 哥倫布啊，講到的是 Marco Polo。馬可波羅 is a renowned explorer， 很有名吧？那 Antarctica 是哪裡呢？就是南極洲，剛剛都有提到哦。
Right, so that really big piece of white land that we see on the globe. Okay, that's basically Antarctica. Next, let's continue reading. It says, Amundsen's team consisted of 5 men, 4 sledges, and 52 dogs. Wow, there's more dogs than men. Okay.
Right, that's right.
But
Big
why
team.
is that? It's because the dogs are actually pulling on these sledges. Now, a sledge is basically like a sled, S-L-E-D, sled. So it's like a vehicle with a flat bottom, so you can easily move around in snow.
真的是蠻辛苦，而且他們一定要非常會訓練的，這些狗都是要訓練很好的哦。So Amundsen 的團隊呢是由5個人、4個雪橇，然後還有52隻狗所組成的哦。那接下來我們來看一下，如果你要講說什麼什麼所組成的，要用什麼樣的片語？剛剛課文提到的是 consist of， 這個有組成的意思，不過一般我們也可以用 make up 或者是 compose， 都可以用來表示組成。我來舉個例子，我比較清楚，比方像是這個公寓它是由3個房間而組成的哦，我就可以這麼說 The apartment consists of 3 rooms。那我接下來用 make up 好了。The audience was largely made up of families， 所以觀眾群很多是由家庭而組成的哦。或者是compose of 其實也有組成的意思，對不對？我來想一個例句。The team was composed of leading scientists from around the world. 哇，好厲害！這個隊伍是由什麼組成的呢？就是全世界各地非常優秀的，會是像那種很厲害的科學家。那所以呢，來看一下這個句子的文法。A 由 B 組成，我們要用 A is made up of, or A is composed of, or A consist of B 這樣子的句型。那如果要用 B 組成了 A 這樣主動式的話，就是 B make up A or B compose A。希望大家這樣更清楚哦。 那剛剛我們提到的 sledge， 沒錯 ，Tiffany 老師有補充，它其實就跟美式的 sled 一樣，都是雪橇這樣子的意思哦。
All right, so let's continue reading. It says, the 56-day journey was not an easy one. Amundsen decided to guide his team across a route which included a particularly tough section. Oh my gosh, 56 days out in the wild. I don't think I can do that.
I think I'll die.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, but he took a route. Okay, a route is basically, it's a noun and it's a planned way to go somewhere. So for example, when you go hiking, you should follow a route, or some people pronounce as route, to the top of the mountain or waterfall or wherever you want to go. And it's a planned and sure way to know and to know how to get to where you want to go. Okay, so again, you can read it as route or route. They both are okay. Let's take a look at an example sentence. We can say, you should stick to the route on the map or else you'll get lost. Okay. Now, I guess in the South Pole, there's no other place for you to go. So the route that they took was actually particularly tough. Now here particularly means more than usually, or to show that someone or something is special, or to point out something. Now, for example, we can say this has been a particularly strange and difficult year with COVID-19 still going on.
真的不要再講了，我們都不能出國去玩了。好啦，那回到課文提到，就是這56天的旅途並不容易，然後 Amundsen 就決定要引領他的團隊越過一條路線。那這條路線呢，包含一個非常非常艱辛、特別艱辛的區域哦。那我們看到好多字，是不是應該來學一下？像是剛剛有提到的 route or route， 你看我是講 route 啦 ，OK， 它就是路線、路徑的意思，它是個名詞。For example, I live on a bus route, so I can easily get to work. 我的住處有一條公共汽車的路線，所以上班很方便。Nice. OK, 那剛才提到一個副詞哦，有沒有仔細聽 ？Particularly 就是非常的怎麼樣，特別的怎麼樣。這個副詞是用來有點強調哦，像是如果你要強調哇，這間餐廳，特別是這個年輕人很喜歡去哦，這間餐廳很有名哦。The restaurant is particularly popular with young people.
Or influencers, we can say now.
That's right.
All right, so let's continue reading. It says, this section, called the Axel Heiberg Glacier, was steep and hard to climb. So remember, the South Pole is basically frozen ice. So it's not like a normal hiking journey up the mountain. It's actually on ice, so it makes it even more difficult.
I don't know how they can do that.
I know. All right, so steep is an adjective. Now, when something is steep, it means that it is almost straight up and down. So you can imagine instead of, a hill going like this, it's actually straight down like that. For example, we can say, you should hold on to something. Those steps are really steep.
Okay, Tiffany, I need your help here.
No problem.
這個地區是叫做
Axel Heiberg Glacier.
OK， 就是阿塞爾海伯格冰川，有沒有很簡單？So glacier, is that how you say it? 這個就是冰川啊、冰河這樣的意思啊。這個區域它非常的陡峭，而且並且很難爬。我每次在看這種探險家，我都覺得他們超厲害。I don't know how they can do it. OK， 那 steep 就是形容某個地方很怎麼樣，很陡峭的，它是一個形容詞。我可以想象的就是像一個坡，它非常的陡，很難走。A steep slope. Or for example, it's a steep climb to the top of the mountain, but the view is worth it. 沒錯，其實呢，你應該最有感，因為你常去 hiking，爬上山頂的路非常的陡，不過因為風景非常好，所以它是 it's worth it, it's 值得一爬。或者如果你要講說，形容一個地方它是位於哪邊 ，The castle is set on a steep hill， 就是指這個城堡它坐落在很陡峭的山上。
Okay, why did they do that? Well, actually, I know why. They don't want people to come fight them and have invaders over. But yes, steep means something that's not very easy to climb. It can even mean like when you look down on something, it's straight down. Very
I'm
scary.
actually very scared of heights. So
Actually, me too now.
I know. Well, but then you go hiking all the time. I thought you got better.
No, I don't want to go to anywhere too steep.
You just
go
enjoy
for
the
somewhere
view,
safe.
the nature.
Yeah, it's from a safe distance, nothing too close.
I don't know. Yeah, what these people are thinking, but I guess to them, if they're able to actually, to actually finish the journey, they might feel very accomplished, right?
That's right. Okay, let's continue reading. It says, however, its steep nature meant the team didn't have to spend much time at high altitude, where temperatures were coldest. Okay, no wonder I was freezing on the mountain. Because it says the higher the altitude, the colder it is. Okay, what is altitude? Basically, altitude is how high something is, and we mean this when it's like above sea level. Okay.
对啊，我跟你讲，你下次不要以为说啊天气好像不錯，你到了山上你就知道 it's really cold up there. OK， 所以回到課文，然而這個陡峭的特質表示這個隊伍並不需要花很多時間在高海拔，也就是當天氣是最冷的時候哦。Wear a jacket next time.
Just don't go next time.
對啊，而且要厲害的 ，OK， 真的是可以保暖的，不是那種隨便的小外套。對 ，North Face。OK， 好 ，Nature 在這裡哦，注意它指的是特性、本質的意思，而 altitude 就是海拔高度。
Or maybe next time I won't go somewhere so high, and then I won't get high altitude sickness. Then it won't be cold.
好誇張哦你。
Terrible. All right, next. The article says this route could only have been possible with a well-trained dog pack and expert handlers to drive them. So that's why they needed 52 dogs. But at the same time, the dogs had to be trained. They had to be well-trained and they needed handlers around. Now, a handler is basically a person trains or controls an animal.
沒錯，這個路徑呢，必須要透過一群非常訓練有素的狗狗，然後也還有非常厲害或是專業的訓狗師，才可以完成這個路徑哦。Handler 就是有馴獸員，那尤其是指這個訓狗師哦。
Next, it says Amundsen's previous experience in similar conditions meant that he had prepared for this. Okay, so I guess, it wasn't something unexpected to him. He's done this before, so he was okay for that. It says that he had experience in similar conditions. Okay, conditions here is a noun and it means the state in which something is. So it basically means it's like the situation in which something is. For example, we can say, the house is in very good condition. It's brand new.
Okay, so Amundsen 之前的經驗呢，在類似的狀況，表示他其實已經做好準備，事前準備。所以其實對我們來講，我們覺得可能很恐怖，但是他是專業的哦。好的，我們來看一下本課的 conditions。注意哦，它是以它的複數形來呈現。這個呢，就是有狀況條件的意思。比方像是如果我要說，這裡的工作環境真的很不好，不知道我們可以怎麼改善這樣子的環境，那英文就可以這樣說哦。The working conditions here are really poor. I wonder what we can do to improve them.
Okay, so he definitely knows what he is doing.
He definitely knows what he's doing.
Oh my gosh. Next it says he brought the most experienced dog drivers with him and also made sure that his team was well trained with skis. Okay, that's right, because in an environment like that, it would be very difficult to walk in normal shoes.
Right.
It would take forever as well.
Super slippery.
Yeah, so he said that he asked his team to, learn how to ski or to use skis. Now, here, ski is used as a noun, but it can also be used as a verb as well. In the article, it's a noun, and it's basically, it's like a pair of shoes you have, but instead, there are two long, narrow sticks underneath your feet. And you also use two sticks on your feet and the two poles to kind of glide around or glide down a mountain. I don't know, have you ever skied before?
No, but I would love to. All my friends, again, I've seen like their pictures on Instagram and stuff. Yeah, but then this was like way before COVID.
Okay.
Yeah, so now it's like
I
they
know.
all miss that, right?
I know. I didn't learn how to ski, but I learned how to snowboard. So
Oh
I
my
kind of get the
gosh.
idea. It's very fun.
Yeah, but then you need to balance very well, right?
Yeah.
Because that's something I can't cope. You know, I don't even know how to ride a bike, so.
Oh my God, I gotta teach you.
Okay, please, please.
But anyway, let's go back to the sentence. We can say Carrie prefers to go to school on skis during the winter. Okay, he probably lives in the Nordic, Northern Europe where they have to travel like that.
OK， 好，所以呢，我们刚刚已经提到，它的这个路径是非常的艰辛的，所以他带了最经验丰富的狗狗当做drivers 驾驶 dog driver， 好可愛，狗狗司机。OK， 因为我也不知道怎麼翻這個東西哦。然後呢，他要確認他的隊伍是有滑雪板的豐富經驗。OK，experienced 在這裡是形容詞，表達就是經驗豐富的啦。OK， 那 ski 呢，就是指滑雪板。那不過通常我們是有就是你穿就像鞋子的概念嘛，你有一副 a pair of skis， 你就要加 s， 就是滑雪板，一副滑雪板。或者是你可以穿 ski boots， 就是滑雪靴。Or then you could also talk about a ski club or resort， 就是滑雪的俱樂部或者是滑雪勝地。That's somewhere we would want to go someday.
I know, I really want to go again. It's so much fun and there's a lot of hot chocolate for you.
Oh my gosh, that'd be
amazing.
Great. Imagine enjoying the hot chocolate in the snow.
I know, looking at the snow.
Oh my
so
God.
romantic.
Okay.
Oh my God. Okay, anyway, let's continue reading.
Right.
It says, it was this excellent planning that allowed Amundsen's team to all return home safely. Whew.
Wow.
Thank goodness for him.
I know. 也就是因为這麼棒的前置準備，使這個 Amundsen 的隊伍都可以安全回到家。哇，太棒了！聽起來很辛苦，但是後面呢，他們都非常的安全啦。
Yeah, it says they arrived back at their camp just 38 days after leaving the South Pole.
這樣聽起來為什麼有點輕鬆啊？他們回到他們的營區，在這個離開南極的38天後，就回到他們的營區。
I thought it was going to take like 50-something days. Oh my God.
Yeah, wow.
That's going to take forever, but that's actually pretty fast.
Well, he must be super experienced and an expert at doing this, right?
I know, right? All right, that is super cool to learn, but I think there's more to the story, right?
I know. Actually, for day 2, we'll be looking at another team that probably wasn't that successful. Okay, we'll find out.
Let's take a look at our For You chat then.
For You chat. Well, I'm going to ask you this for a For You chat question, Tiffany, because you've been to so many places. And like Reese, our other teacher on our show, he always says, 他每次都嗆我說，你是台灣人嗎？或是你都沒有去過哪裡金門? So I'm going to ask you just to be safe. Where's the coldest place you've been to? Do you prefer hot or cold weather, and why?
The coldest place I've ever been to, actually, I've been to the Arctic Circle. So
You have not?
Yes, I did.
Oh my
I went to
gosh.
this super cool place called Tromsø, Norway. And it's in the Arctic Circle. Everything's frozen. There's like glaciers. It's super pretty, and you can see the northern lights.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it's so cold, but it's so beautiful at the same time.
I'm so glad you didn't take me, because I don't think I can cope all that, you know.
But you know what? To be honest, like as long as you wear a lot of layers and you wear like, the
well-equipped.
a lot of like goose feather jackets, you will feel fine. You just have to wear a lot of layers.
That sounds kind of cute. Like winter
fashion. Just gotta bundle up.
Okay.
But the funny thing is, I prefer hot weather. Because I love going to the beach and getting
same
tan.
Here. I know. The coldest I've been to was maybe when I was a kid, when I went to Switzerland, and I was like up, because I've never like seen snow before. But then when
so cute.
Yeah, I know, it was like my first time ever, and I think I tried to like taste it. I actually stuck my tongue out and like I wanted to taste it.
Did you yodel?
No, but I kind of wanted to try that for a bit. But like you, I actually prefer the hot weather a bit more because I enjoy the beach and I actually think, I don't know, because in Australia it's actually pretty hot.
Yeah.
You know, we do have a hot Christmas instead of a cold one.
Yeah, that's super cool.
Everybody knows that, but you know, I enjoy drinking beer and you know, yeah. Anyways, what do you guys think? Have a chat about this question, but we're out of time. We'll be back tomorrow though. Until next time, I'm Laura.
I'm Tiffany.
Bye.
Bye.
Vocabulary Review.
Explorer. The explorer Marco Polo was the first European to write a lot about China, India, and Japan. Route. Route. My usual route home goes past the elementary school, so I often see kids playing in the afternoon. Particularly. This is a particularly good cake. It's possibly the best one that you've ever made. Steep. This part of the mountain is too steep to walk up. We'll have to climb with ropes. Conditions. This plant is used to living in bad conditions and going for weeks with no water. Ski. Leslie put on her skis and stood up to begin sliding down the snowy mountain.
智慧小補帖
Landmark. Sledge. Altitude. Handler.
以上节目是由活用空中美語製作，活用空中美語雜誌，請洽詢全國各大書店。如欲索取視聽教材，請來電02-2364-4000 02-2364-4000，或上網查詢，網址是 www.english4u.net www.english4u.net